I would like to introduce to you from the U.S. House 3rd District, Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro and Reagan Winsley.
Okay. I'll say 30. Good evening, everyone. My name is Wayne Winsley. Now, what I say first depends on the answer to this question. How many of you have no idea who I am? Raise your hand. Okay. For you, very quickly, I have never sought elective office before. I'm a broadcaster by profession. I've worked on radio here in Connecticut for the past 20 years as a rock and roll DJ, talk show host, and news anchor. I am running for U.S. Congress simply because I'm distressed and dismayed at the direction my country is taking. And I want to accomplish several simple things. I want to help more of our neighbors go from food stamps to full-time employment. I want to remove some of the barriers and uncertainties for small businesses and large businesses so that they can start growing and start hiring more of our neighbors again. Because for people to go from food stamps to full-time employment, they need a job. Also, I want to make sure that more of our children are fully prepared and educated for the modern workforce, because that's what employers need. Now, according to a recent UConn survey, there has been virtually no job growth in Connecticut in a generation. I lay that blame at the feet of some of the people who have been in government for the past generation. I'm going to show you a piece of reality here. It's a dollar bill, $1 bill, the regular plain dollar. Today, it buys a lot less than it used to, say 20 years ago. It is worth less and prices have gone up. My goal is to make the value of this dollar go up and the prices of the things that we buy go down. That's my goal. To get changes like that, I believe that we need new and effective representation. And that's my goal. And by the way, this dollar, it's not a Republican dollar, it's not a Democrat dollar, it's not an unaffiliated dollar. It's an American dollar. And so
I'll take that dollar.
To all of you, ladies and gentlemen, because you are Americans. And the slogan of my campaign is, we all win with Winsley. That's because I'm talking to everybody. Republicans, Democrats, and unaffiliated. And we can get this done. And I thank you very much.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Steve. And I too mourn the loss of Arlene Rich. Did so much in this community. I want to thank the Westfield Association, the entire Middletown community, for giving me this opportunity to meet with you tonight. I'm proud of my record of service in the Congress. Like the work we did together on the siting of the new Armed Forces Marine Reserve Center, the Maurice Rose Center, which I was delighted to see open recently, provides a state-of-the-art facility for our National Guard and our reservists. I've worked hard to represent the values and the needs of this community. I do not ask your support in this election as a reward for what I have done, but rather it is because of the important choices ahead. Our state, our nation are at a critical moment. We face a choice. Are we going to move together to strengthen the middle class, or are we going to grant more tax breaks to the wealthiest Americans while leaving working families, seniors, and the most vulnerable to fend for themselves? Republican leadership in the Congress offer one way forward. They've endorsed a budget that dramatically slashes K-12 education, college aid, medical research, food for seniors, nutrition programs, and other initiatives. It ends the guarantee to Medicare that has been the cornerstone of our American system for nearly 50 years. It weakens the child tax credit. It pushes the families of 2 million more children into poverty. And it would repeal the transformative and long overdue health insurance reforms we worked to pass in 2010. It does all of this to fund $4.6 trillion in new tax cuts to benefit the wealthiest Americans. I believe that instead of accelerating a race to the bottom, we need to make investments in education, healthcare, nutrition, job training that support families, create jobs, and grow the economy. I believe that we need to rebuild the middle class, restore the fairness to our tax code, ensure a level playing field for our goods in world markets, create good jobs here at home, not attempt another experiment in trickle-down economics that never trickles down. We need to support new energy resources, infrastructure, manufacturing base, as well as research and innovation that restore the long-term foundation to prosperity. Connecticut needs to build again and not just buy things that are made overseas. You know where I stand. My principles have not changed since you first elected me. I continue to fight for them every day. And I am really honored to serve the people and the families in this district. I promise you that I will continue to work as hard as I can every day to help make a difference, to make sure that your voices are heard in Washington, D.C. I hope when this election is over that there is a mandate from voters. Put the middle class front and center. Both parties need to work together to get that done. I do not take your trust in me lightly. If you give me the chance, I will continue to work for you, and I thank you for the opportunity of being here with you tonight.